got to get every nutrient that's being killed out of your body, you've got to replace. And I will say this, there are certain doctors and certain types of chemo or radiation or whatnot that says you don't need this vitamin, you don't need that vitamin. Before we do anything, before you jump on and order, we need to make sure that it's not going to cancel out something else. The protein shake will be great. There's nothing wrong with the Champ Pro Formula 1, and I don't even think there'd be a problem with the amino acids. But not sure if I would do anything with a stimulant effect or anything like that. The main thing is you just need to get protein in the body. You might could do the Champ Pack, but you need to make sure there's nothing going on where you can't have vitamin C or vitamin D or any of that stuff, because some of the people doing chemo they don't want you on anything. The protein shakes would be the best bet. And I would add some essential fats to that. I would get all natural almond butter or cashew butter, or use some macadamia nut oil or something, just to get a little fats, or some fish oil, because probably zapping everything out of your body. And we don't have any fat in our protein.
It looks like that's the last one.
All right.
Anything you want to add? Anything new?
Yeah, so we're reformulating the SF. And we talked probably 30 minutes before the camera came on. And what I'm trying to do is formulate a pre-workout that has, I want to keep the caffeine low, because I feel like everything out there is just 300 or 400 milligrams of caffeine. Everything out there is that way. So we want to make, and I'm going to make ours at 150 milligrams. It's not going to be more than that. I don't want it more than that. What I want to do is put everything with it that'll potentiate and maximize the absorption of the caffeine and the use of the caffeine.
That's how the Focus 5 is.
And it's just how the Focus 5 is. We're going to add a lot of nootropics to it, but we're also going to add stuff that increase your vasodilation in your pump and decrease your blood pressure, because stimulants will raise your blood pressure. So we're going to put enough in there to counteract that, so people with blood pressure problems can still use this. We will maintain the Vaso 2. Now the current Vaso 2, I mean, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't taste great. It's chalky, because there's no colors, there's no fillers, there's no flavors. But you mix it with the aminos and you're fine. You're only drinking it to get blood into the muscles and get a pump and get vascularity and prevent dehydration anyway. So it's not about taste, it's about the function. But when this version of SF comes out, you will all be impressed. We should get our samples next week. I'm putting a few patented ingredients in there that have not been put in products this way. We should have about 10 different nootropics in it and things for positive mood and cognitive thinking, and that it'll be big, and it'll be a different feel of a pre-workout. Now, if you're one of those people that just want to be stemmed out of your brain, you can take probably two scoops to get 300 milligrams. I just think it's not a necessity. I think 150 milligrams, maybe 250 tops, is plenty if all the right stuff is with it. We had our first sample come in this week, and it had 150 milligrams of caffeine, and I thought it was perfect. And I'm a stimulant guy, I like my stimulants, but also don't want to be jittery or shaky either, because that's just not comfortable. But that'll be out soon, hopefully the next 4 to 6 weeks. So we will run out of everything we've got within the next 4 weeks, and there may be a dead period of about 2 weeks where there's not any. So you may want to order it soon. And then I'm also working on the fruit and vegetable products still. I got a pretty good one down, and it worked. We sampled it. Taste was okay. We're going to have to go with some kind of fruity taste and add a few more fruit extracts to get a little bit better of a taste. It's like a superfood. Getting the ORAC value. I'm trying to get 20 different servings in there if we can. It's going to be good. And then we're also working on a creatine product, another one. We have the P2, which is HCl and ATP, and that's anybody in any kind of drug testing organization can take that. Any female can take that. They won't gain water weight, you won't bloat. It's just pure performance. You will tell the difference the first time you take it. But I'm trying to formulate a creatine that will actually put size on you, because we have people that, creatine's great, it's the most studied ergogenic aid there is. But there's so many new creatines and so many purified versions of creatine. I'm going to do a creatine blend, so to speak. So we're going to use some of the patented Creapure, which is just it's the only creatine monohydrate I would ever use. I wouldn't use a regular creatine monohydrate, but Creapure is German and it's patented, and they have another version of purified creatine they also make, and there's 2 or 3 more. So we may do a 5 creatine blend that's going to be a very strong dose of creatine. That'll be a new product coming out soon. I'm not gonna tell you all the other ones, but
You'll take that separate to the pre-workout. That
yeah,
will not be in
you
the
can add
pre-workout.
it. We're gonna make it where you can add it to it, because there's some people who like to take creatine twice a day because it does enhance your exercise capacity and your strength. But I think if you take it pre-workout or pre-workout and post-workout, that's plenty. And then we're looking at making a all-in-one post-workout drink. So, like in one scoop, it'll be everything you need. Maybe make 30 servings a container or something. Just one scoop a day is all you need. So after your workout, it'll have your, and that may be where the carbs get changed out of the sweet potato powder into that. It'll be your glutamine, your creatine, your amino acid, your amino 6 will already be in there. Your carbs.
But not protein.
Yeah, there'll be protein. And we'll add protein to it too. But it'll all be the micronized and instantized, either peptides or essential amino acids. It won't be like whey isolate or anything like that. So we're looking at making that. Hopefully all these will be by the first year or sooner.
And we got a bunch of stuff downstairs.
Oh, dude, y'all are stocked up. That's the biggest order we've done in a while.
You got any questions?
You said patented ingredients. Is it
Yeah.
hard to patent an ingredient?
I'm having to pay for the patent ingredients.
He's not patenting them. He is buying the patented
Gotcha.
ingredients.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it is, because you have to fill out forms and do
Oh,
all
I bet.
this.
Yeah.
Like when we did the
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
in our Vaso 2,
Mhm.
we used Hydromax Glycerol by Giambi Pharmaceuticals.
Mhm.
And man, it was paperwork after paperwork.
Oh,
But it was worth it.
yeah.
It's the only way you can get that one ingredient.
Mhm.
And I think it's a great ingredient.
All right, man. We'll cut that off and load that up. Get all those products online. So look for them this afternoon, this evening. We'll have everything back up that we've been out of, and go from there.
Sounds good to me.